This is Michael Muse, president of Good Helpers Entertainment, and you are tuned in to the Winner's Circle podcast.
It's for my money makers. Music to all we do is movers and shakers. Tell them how you get it. We the winner circle.
Hey, what's up? What's up today? What's up? I'm glad that y'all tuned in again. I'm your man, better known as who? OC the Great. That's right. And also, I got a special guest today, better known as what?
Michael Muse.
Hey.
Yes.
You know, this is a great honor. I met this guy. I DJ'd a party, and I didn't know who he was or knew what he had going on or nothing. And I met this lady. She asked me to DJ her party. Right? She's also an actor, but today it's not about her. So, since it's not about her, we're gonna talk about Mike. We're gonna talk about how I met Mike. We're gonna talk about what Mike got going on and all of that, right? So check it out. We're gonna just jump right into it like that. I want you to tell them a little bit about yourself first, and then we just roll right on over to it.
Well, first of all, I want to say I'm honored.
Thank you.
I'm privileged.
Thank you.
Because, number one, we woke up today. That's the first and foremost thing right there.
You better say that.
That's right.
For real.
And I'm grateful for this opportunity because I'm a true believer that we either live this life in the moment or we're living this life on our own terms. And you've been doing what you've been doing for many years, very successful.
Thank you.
And I always say it takes relationships.
That's true.
And because relationships are even more valuable than money in of itself.
Yep.
And so kind of tell you who I am. My name is Michael Muse. I'm the president of Good Helpers Entertainment. And how I got started in entertainment, actually, many, many years ago, when I was first listening to comedy and wanted to be involved in comedy, I was helping a comedian with his shows and, being a sponsor on some of his projects.
Yeah.
And during that time, I suffered a heart attack, a seizure, and kidney failure. All at the same time. Not separately, but all at the same time. So you could imagine my whole life was turned upside down. Everything that I knew, I had lost my family, my home, no longer able to provide for myself. So I was in a very dark place.
Yeah.
And so being in that place right there and not knowing if I'm going to live the next day.
Right.
Having multiple surgeries and dealing with depression. I'm dealing with frustration. I was wondering, I got to a place that a lot of people get to but they don't want to talk about.
Okay.
I got to a place where I began to hate God.
You know what? I had another buddy. I ain't going to say your name. I know you checking out the show, but I had a buddy. I do have a buddy. He's a good friend of mine. I always check on him all the time. He check on me. He was going through that. I was so grateful and happy when he started talking about God again. He wasn't in that spot, but I know the reason why he was in that spot. I ain't gonna tell your business, man. I'm finna stop right now. I know how everybody know how I can get with the story.
Right.
So I'm gonna go back to you. I just wanted to mention that. Go ahead.
No, you fine. And so being on that journey right there, I was on that journey for 7 years.
Got you.
In and out the hospital. And the one thing, when anybody goes through any type of physical ailments and physical challenges and struggles, the first thing most people are looking for is support. Just people to say, I believe in you, You're going to be okay. I'm praying for you.
Yeah.
That didn't happen all the time for me. There were times where I did go to the hospital by myself. Thank God I got out.
Yeah.
I left out.
Yeah.
I was by myself.
Yeah.
And so that was a tailspin right there. And that tailspin going backwards and forth, in the hospital, out the hospital. Dropping weight, gaining weight, and backwards and forwards. And it finally came to a point where the doctor said, hey, you're getting close to receiving the kidney transplant. So now I'm excited, OC,
Right.
the great OC. I'm excited now.
Yeah.
Because, see, I realized that, you know, the past could be, I could move on. I'm looking for a brighter day.
Right.
And so that bright day came.
Yeah.
I got that call. They said, Mr. Michael, come on down here to Harper. We got a kidney for you. We already know you prepped because you already said last month you already had your bag in your car. Call your family. Get on down here. So I got on down there. They got me prepped. Got me in the room. Had the surgery. Once I woke up, I realized I wasn't in a regular hotel. I mean, a regular hospital room.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of tubes, everything connected to me. I was on machines. I was in ICU. And I was on ICU because I had almost died. So I was in ICU for a week and a half. So you could imagine, I get out of ICU. I got this brand new kidney. I can barely move, barely could walk.
Yeah.
I need my parents and people to do everything for me at this point in time. And so now I'm getting some life to me now, great OC. I'm getting some life to me. Right. I'm feeling some vigor, even though I can't move,
right.
But my mind is moving because I know that it's a plan, a path for me that's much bigger than what I already been through.
Right.
And that's a lesson and a blessing.
Right.
And so 2.5 weeks after I got home from that transplant surgery, my 16-year-old daughter was murdered. DJ OC, to be dealing with that pain of trying to heal from the surgery and then had to deal with burying my daughter, my youngest at that. It devastated me. It took me right back when I was feeling my lows, like, God, why me?
Yeah.
Why my daughter? Why the knuckleheads out here who don't care about you, who have no regard for you? How are they out happy and they able to go home to their kids and I can't go home to mine? And I got to that place where I was struggling again. But this time, I said, God, I need to get some meaning.
Okay.
I refuse to react based on how I feel.
Right. Okay.
It has to be a deeper meaning behind what's going on.
Yeah.
And so what I ended up doing, I just got into deep prayer, deep meditation for about a month and a half, nonstop, every day,
all right,
for hours at a time. Just repeating scriptures over and over again in my head and back and forth in the Bible and back and forth to listen to uplifting spiritual songs to get a meaning, because I think we all get to that one place in our life and we ask ourselves, what am I here for? They say Mark Twain.
Like pretty much like, what is my purpose?
Absolutely.
Why am I here? What's going on, God?
Because I think the one biggest mistake people fail to realize, we're human beings, but we're actually living a spiritual experience.
Yeah.
Because it's our souls that live on.
Yeah.
And so once
the soul lives on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
the flesh dies.
Exactly. So if we're operating from that spiritual plane, we realize that whatever we do here in the physical, we have to look at it as, you know what? If I want to have a meaning, if I want to leave a legacy, I have to do the things that's going to put me in position so that after I'm gone physically, all my works, words, and things that I do move me forward. So at that point, God put in my mind and heart that, hey, I need you to write a book. And I wrote my first book, Rise and Burn, which is overcoming your fears.
Rise and burn.
Because it was those fears that was holding me back.
Yeah.
It was those fears of me dealing with what I had to deal with. And once it came plain to me, I realized that I didn't go through what I went through for me.
Right.
I took me out the equation. And I think that's the biggest obstacle that stops most people from achieving their goals and being successful. They need to get themselves out the equation. And so once I got myself out the equation, I was able to get to a place where, you know what? I know exactly what I need to do. I want to make sure I'm a blessing for other people.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I add value to other people's lives.
Yeah.
Because we've all had people around us who, some people are just hanger-ons.
Right.
They just want to be around that aura. They want to be around that aura of the great OC.
Yeah, well,
See,
I appreciate it.
Just what the great OC and the aura he brings in certain environments that people are attracted to.
Yeah.
They're not attracted to the OC,
Right.
but they're attracted to what OC, the great OC, brings.
Yeah.
And so I got to that place where, as I did that, after I finished my book, and as I was digging even deeper and did my next book, and I realized, you know what? What's the one universal thing that's help us get to where we need to go? And so as I began the healing process, I realized even during the healing process, as I was trying to normalize my life, I started to see how important it is laughter was.
Okay.
So even though I'm not a comedian, but like anybody else, I love the fact that laughter brings healing. Because it's already documented that laughter brings out all the, increases our dopamine and all the endorphins in our body.
Yeah.
That keeps the chemicals in our body functioning good and functioning happy. They say a laugh a day keeps the doctor away. And so we have to be able to laugh.
Yeah.
And so once I got back involved with really listening to comedy, I said, I want to help people laugh too. I figure if it's helping me, let me do the same thing. And that's how I came across Good Helpers.
That's how is that actually how you became the comic promoter that you are today?
Well, yeah, with Kip Fowler. Once I met Kip Fowler from Good Helpers Heating and Cooling, and shout out to you, Kip. Kip, that's my brother right there.
Yeah.
Because he had already saw what I was working on with another guy with comedy. And when that venture didn't work out, when he saw, he said, man, let's sit down and talk. And once we shared ideas and he shared what direction he wanted to go in, and I shared what I wanted to do, and we were on the same plane.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. You have to be on the same plane of moving in a direction to take the next step forward, you know.
Right. Yeah. So look, check it out. We're gonna go to a commercial. You guys stay right here. Tell a friend, tell a family member.
That's right.
Tune in right here on the Winning Circle podcast show. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned and stay right here, and we'll be right back.
That's right.
Hello, my name is Kip Fowler, CEO of Good Helpers Heating, Cooling, and Labor Services. Kip, keeping it professional. Call us today for your free estimate on any furnace replacement, AC, boilers, water tank, or even electrical. We also offer labor services for any cleanouts or any kind of labor service jobs that may be needed. We now offer new construction discounts for residential and commercial heating and cooling HVAC installations. Discounted services for churches and nonprofit organizations. Call us today to inquire about your tax credits and also your home energy credits on any of these installations. Remember, call 313-270-3600. Call today.
Thank you for calling Good Helpers Heating and Cooling, where good help isn't hard to find. This is Samantha. How may I help you?
Hey, we back. I'm glad that y'all stay right here with us, and I hope that you told somebody else to tune in right here on the Winning Circle podcast with your man OC the Great. Hey, my hosts they are out today. Sam J, also Mr. E-Man Davis, and Big Famous, and DJ Tough Tone. So I'm doing a solo right now, and we got my man right here, better known as Mr. Michael.
Michael Muse,
That's right.
President Good Helpers Entertainment.
That's right. So we gonna jump right back in and pick it right back up from where we left off from. Go ahead, Mr. Mike. Let them know, how everything, how you was telling us how everything got started and where you at right now with it.
Well, definitely, man. DJ OC, the great, is so important. Relationships, and the part right now is where relationships became critical. Because once I forged that relationship with Kip Fowler, with Good Helpers Heating and Cooling and Good Helpers Entertainment, that was a start. Because it's one thing to do things and you not know where you're going, but it's a different thing where you're able to take a look at the trajectory of where you want to go, and you line up with people to move forward. And the one thing that I think stops a lot of people from moving forward and moving to their destiny is they let their ego get in the way.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
And one of my acronyms for ego that I heard a long time ago from Les Brown, he said, when you let your ego get in the way, which means you edging God out.
That was heavy.
Yes. Because we all always, there's always an inner struggle every day for us to make sure that we ourselves are not getting in our own way.
Yeah.
Because when we are adding value to other people, one of my new mantras in business is when I meet people, usually when we meet people, when we business and networking, what's the first thing, without even words being said, the aura is going to be, who are you? What do you do? And how can I benefit and make money? And usually if a person can't fit those last two, that money aspect, and you can't add no value to them, most people don't want to deal with you.
A lot of people like that. A lot of people like that.
But one thing, and then when it comes to information, sometimes people have information, they want to hold on to it. Well, I'm not sharing this. I'm not going to share that.
People like that too.
And you know what? When you have a closed fist, you cannot be blessed.
Cannot.
So my new mantra now is, what do you need? Because what I came in this world with, I'm going to leave with. But I want to make sure I leave a lasting impression. Everything I learned, all my experiences, all the setbacks, all the triumphs, all the victories, I want that to be used to empower our youth, empower our people, and put us in a position to have communities and have a better country, and et cetera, and et cetera. And so I know when we have a mindset, when we come into it looking to add value, that's going to automatically bring a new level of trust that wasn't there.
Okay.
Just think about it. Who are you going to do business with? The person who always got their hand out, wants you to pay them, or the person who's willing to give you information that's already readily available, but they're sharing information that you're able to take much more methodical steps and being more strategic towards your goals and dreams.
Okay. Yeah. I met you, like you said, help. You put me in a position, like you hired me to DJ down at Hammer and Nail. And you said, well, I really ain't got nothing right now, but, I know some people, and I give them a call, and then I get back with you. And that's what you did. And it happened. And, you helped me. You brought extra income into my household. You know what I'm saying? So I want to tell you I appreciate that, and thank you for that.
Well, we appreciate you too, man. That what it's all about, DJ OC, the great. It's about being genuine, it's being authentic, and it's about helping people without looking for something in return.
Yeah.
And see, too often people want to help people, but it's for something in return.
Yeah. People do
Yeah.
that.
And I think when we want to be a blessing, help that person who may not be able to help you. Help that person who may not be able to help you back in return.
Yeah. Or it could be like a later time.
Or
that
later
they
time.
can.
Yeah, it might be a later time.
Some people forget, but a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
And I'm one of the ones I don't forget. People that help me out and that be there for me.
And that's the reason why comedy is so important right now. And Good Helpers has moved. God has been blessing us. As you know, we've been doing, for the most part, we've been doing different venues, the Hammer and Nails, and different venues around. All over. But God has put us in a position now where technology and comedy, it's time to go to the next level, because one thing we learned about this pandemic and the whole shutdown and social distancing and everything, it was, for a lot of people, it was the very first time in their life where they had to deal with who they are.
Yeah.
You couldn't hide behind your makeup. It wasn't a reason to hide behind no makeup. Who you putting makeup on for?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. You here at the house.
You here at the house. Who you putting makeup on for? Who you impressing with your car? You're not going nowhere.
Nowhere. Nowhere.
And so what's happened now, the fact that people have come into a true reality of who they are, depression and mental illness has been running rampant now.
Yeah.
And I look at Good Helpers as being an instrument and being a vessel of bringing that comedy back into our communities and bringing it on a larger scale so that people can have a place to go to that's affordable to listen to good comedy. Because when you look at comedians in general, the vast majority of comedians, what are they doing? They're sharing about their pain. They're sharing about their trauma.
Or the family.
Family. And the main thing is, a lot of them do it. It's not even necessarily about the money. A lot of them do it because it's therapy.
Yeah.
That's them releasing their pain and their frustrations.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're releasing it, they feel better afterwards. And of course, when you get other people to laugh, you got other people feeling better afterwards.
Yeah.
And so, man, we're excited because, you know, we're in a situation now, you know, with technology.
Yeah.
The where we you know, we're in the world now. We're in Web3 right now with the metaverse and everything.
Metaverse, yep.
And as you know, when it comes to traditional TV, it's not nowhere near like it used to be. So it's about streaming. And so Good Helper, we've partnered with in joint venture with Streamcast. Yeah. And with that venture there, we want to take comedy and put it in a situation where a person can go and watch comedy on a consistent basis.
That's dope.
Yeah. And the reason why we so excited, man, the DJ OC the Great, we excited because one of the largest movie theaters in the country we've partnered with.
Yeah.
To start doing shows, from comedy shows, improv shows, you name it.
Yeah.
Which is Imagine.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be taking comedians right here in Detroit
and putting them right on the big
putting them right on the big screen. No more bars or small places, but right on the big screen. And having that facility to do a big comedy special.
Yeah.
And so being able to do that, we're excited, man, because we know that it's you can create an environment that's going to bring happiness. When you create an environment to economically uplift people.
Yeah.
Because these comedians in Detroit are some of the best there are.
Boy.
I don't know no other city in this country that's got better comedians than Detroit. Now, you hear people say L.A. and New York, but guess what? Those comedians came from other places there.
Yeah.
Trying to get on.
Yeah.
And so the same thing Barry Gordy did with Motown. Motown revolutionized the music landscape.
Yes.
If we look at the top artists in Motown that shaped the music of the 60s and 70s, where were they from? Right there in North End and Black Bottom.
Yeah.
That's where they were from. The Brewsters
And downriver.
and Downriver.
Yeah.
So the talent is here. And so we're taking this shift now. And with the streaming and with Imagine and with Streamcast, Good Helpers is putting comedy where it needs to be as a place of laughter, a place of healing, and a place of bringing people together.
Yes. That's dope. That is. You can't beat that. That takes us to a whole nother level, like you said. And I talk to people about the metaverse. A lot of people, they be kind of lost a little bit, but I'm trying to catch them up. Like, yeah, catch up. You know what I'm saying? Because that metaverse is something else. I mean, I done been in a comedy show inside the metaverse. What was so amazing that I could look over to the person and they could see my avatar just like I could see theirs. You know what I'm saying? I can talk to them, this, but that's a whole other person totally somewhere in another part of the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But we right here, right now, in this spot, in the metaverse,
That's right.
in this club,
Mm-hmm.
looking at this comedian that's on stage.
That's right.
That was mind blowing to me when I first did it. Then I almost forgot. I'm at home. I'm tripping. I went fishing in the metaverse. Ordered some food in the metaverse. It came right to the door.
Did you eat good?
Oh man, I ate good, man. It's like, man, this is just a whole new atmosphere, a whole new thing. And the ones who don't know, you better catch up. For real. Don't get left behind. I think I'm gonna buy me some property in the metaverse myself. Do some things in there. Yeah.
So you thinking ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's real. I mean, you can buy you a house in the metaverse and, buy your furniture in your house.
Can you Airbnb it out too?
You can Airbnb it out. You can do whatever you want to do in the metaverse.
Hey, just hey, when I come over and visit, man, just give me a discount, man. I'm not asking to stay for free, but
I'm gonna set the business up. I'm gonna set the house up. Like when say we have a meeting or something like that, I can invite you in the metaverse and go to the house. And, you in your house. I'm in. Boom, you come to my house or wherever. Where we want to have a meeting at. That's what people don't realize. But for a lot of people to catch up, you can check out this show called Upload on Prime. Check that out, and then you'll understand where this world is going to. So we're going to get back, and we're going to talk about your heating and cooling thing. Now, no, first, when do you know when it's going to be the first launch of the stream?
We will be actually having a Midwest comedy competition starting January 5th and 7th, every Tuesday and Thursday, starting in 2023 at the Imagine in Birmingham, Michigan.
Michigan. I heard
Palladium.
that. At the Palladium.
That's right, the Palladium.
That's going to be sweet. Now, to get in that competition, does it cost to get in the competition, or how does that work?
Yes, registration fee will be $50.
Okay.
But this is the key. You're not just competing for the money. You're competing to be on the show.
Right.
The shows that we're putting on.
That's
going to be streamed through all the small markets across the Midwest.
That's dope. That's a lot of exposure. That's something that y'all might want to do, something that y'all should do. If you're trying to be a comedian, you're trying to come up, hey, you need to holler at my man, Mike, right here, Mike Muse. Y'all need to get at him. You got a number for them to reach or whatever? Anything
Yeah, they can catch me on Facebook at Good Helpers Entertainment.
Okay,
that's right. Come to Facebook, Good Helpers Entertainment. We can get you on. Like I said, we're going to be having improv classes, acting classes, comedy classes. So if you think you're funny, If you feel you're already funny or you want to be funny, we're gonna have the people who are experienced, knowledgeable, and let's take funny. Let's take life to a whole new level.
Yeah. Let's do it. We doing it. Let's do it. Now, I said something about this a minute ago about your heating and cooling.
Yeah, the heating and cooling. Well,
I don't want to leave that out.
You can't leave that out, man.
It's winter.
That was the catalyst right now.
Yeah, it's winter. This is Michigan.
That's right.
It's cold outside, and if you ain't got that heat, it can be cold in the inside.
That's right. They need to be calling Good Helpers Heating and Cooling.
Yeah.
Good Helpers Heating and Cooling has been in business for over 23 years now.
And they licensed.
That's right. Licensed, insured, bonded, and and working with Kip, which means keep it professional. We do good work, and I partnered up with them 2 years ago, just with the heating and cooling aspect, because I saw how, for me, being someone who also invests in real estate, how it's important to have the right team in place when you're trying to scale your real estate business. It's important to have the right team in place when it comes to your maintenance. And what I'm excited about the Good Helpers Heating and Cooling aspect is that see, DGOC, you didn't even know, man. I mean, if you didn't know, let me let you know. In the last 2 months, we've expanded. So we're not just doing heating and cooling. We're doing everything now.
Yeah, I did hear that. I heard that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so if you need us to do a demo, rehab, electrical, plumbing, carpentry, if it's a screw that need to be turned, a switch that need to be flipped, we got it.
Yeah.
We got it.
I did hear that. I heard that 2 weeks
now,
ago.
Yeah, now when it comes to that right now, let me give you a number to that right now. That number is 313-270-3600.
Right
That's
there.
313-270-3600. Good Helpers, LLC Contracting. We're here to take care of you because everyone is always looking for good help.
Yes.
And I'm a witness of it because I had a good friend just yesterday. Mm-hmm. She had called and had someone come out to fix her furnace.
Okay.
They wanted like $800-900.
Oh my God.
But we talk about relationships, right?
Yeah.
She called Good Helpers. And because she's been a supporter of comedy, of Good Helpers comedy, we was able to fix her issue for under $200.
That was great.
And got her heat back up and going.
That was great.
Yes.
Let's give a hand clap for that. Yeah, I know. We good. All right, so y'all been right here with us on the Winner Circle podcast, and you just heard Mr. Mike Muse. I did not want to mess your name up. Mr. Mike Muse, you just heard it right here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of good things coming right here in January. Make sure if you are a comedian that you get down to where, Mike? Where you want them to come?
Come to the Good Helpers Entertainment page. This coming week, we're going to start posting. We got the Midwest Comedy Competition coming January 5th. Is the first Tuesday in January, and that's going to be going on. So, and the beauty about this competition is segmented by age groups.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's sweet.
So the segment age groups are 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and 40 and up. Because we know a lot of times the younger generation, the one thing they always say is everybody always forget about us. And so a comedy, with Good Helpers, we want to make sure we're capturing everybody. So we want the best of the best from that generation and the next generation on and up.
Okay. I got you. Okay. You want to tell them any more of your information? I know you already I know you already told them about your about your Facebook and all of that, where they can find you at. Would you like to give it to them one more time?
That's right. Come to the Facebook Good Helpers Entertainment page.
That's where you can actually find Mr. Michael. You can find him right there. You can also register. You can register
That's right.
for the comedy competition. It's going to be held in Birmingham, Michigan, correct?
That's right. Downtown Birmingham at the Palladium. Imagine.
Yeah, so y'all don't forget that. Make sure that you get there. Also, hey, just if you're not gonna be in the competition, just come on out and be in the
Come on to the
audience.
show.
Yeah, come on to
Because
the
it's
show.
going to be affordable. The price to get in is not going to be number $9.99 to get into the show.
$10.
Exactly.
You know, that ain't bad at all.
And in case you was wondering about the parking, you know, in Birmingham, got the parking structure. First 2 hours free. There it is.
Bam. You can't beat that. There you have it. Right there. We out of here. You was right here with your man, better known as OC the Great, right here on the Winning Circle podcast show. Keep listening, keep watching, stay tuned. Oh yeah, and if you didn't come to the premiere, you missed out, but you can still see the movie. The movie also can be showed on, the movie is being showed on YouTube also. So make sure you check out the No Snitching movie, all right? We're going to run that trailer real quick. And when you got some time, pull that movie up and also subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? We also working on some other movies too. And we out of here.
A lot of niggas go to jail, they be crying. Wonder how they gonna come home. Nigga, I snitch. Yeah, I snitch.
What about?
I do what I gotta do to take care of my child. Motherfucker, get the fuck on up out of here.
Talk for your ho-ho.
I want a PlayStation 5.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
You doing all that pillow talking, nigga, shut the fuck up. You ain't never had to offer, nigga, shut the fuck up. Want it harder, want it softer, nigga, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Ain't been trying to watch the mob, gotta walk different. Ain't been caught up on the lingo, gotta talk different. I'm riding around with a shooter and a Smith & Wesson. Don't hit my line, I ain't answering no trick questions.